All right, guys, today we are gonna. All right, guys, today I'm gonna shoot out the. All right, guys, today I'm gonna shoot out the Soldano. All right, guys, today I'm gonna shoot out the Soldano. Gee, why can't I say it? It's an Astro. Okay, yeah, very nice. All right, guys, today I'm gonna shoot out the Soldano Astro against its slightly bigger brother, the Soldano SLO 30 watt. Let's get started. Well, thanks for joining me for today's episode. And there's been a lot of speculation about the new Astro. Like, does it sound like a SLO, or is it just a whole new voicing and a whole new amplifier, a whole new platform? And, I've even seen in the comments section of the video I did on the Astro, people saying, yeah, but the SLO has this certain mojo that the Astro doesn't, and it sounds better and all that kind of stuff. And look, I appreciate the comments because those comments actually, tell me what people are thinking and give me hints as to what kind of videos I need to do. So quick shout out to Motor City Guitar for allowing me to take home the Soldano SLO so that I can compare it to the other amplifier that they let me take home, which is the Astro. So if you like either one of these amplifiers and you want to get one, please support that store for allowing me to do this kind of stuff. They're an excellent store. They ship anywhere in the US, and they'll get it to you just as quickly as any other store would. And they're an excellent store, and they have great deals on everything, and they support the channel, and they allow me to do these videos, so please give them the business. It helps me out a little bit too. I have an affiliate link in the description. I'm not begging you to buy anything. I'm just saying if you want something, help me out, help out Motor City Guitar, and help yourself out by getting something amazing. So, all right, let's just get on with the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot out the clean channels of both units, and then I'm just going to go to the high gain stuff. That's what most people are interested in anyways. So, and then we're going to talk value at the end, like which one is a better value, which one do I think sounds better for whatever it's worth, and then you can obviously discuss your thoughts on which one you think sounds better or which one's a better value in the comment section. I look forward to reading those. So let's get started right now with the clean channel. I'll start without the effects and then I'll do it with the effects. By the way, here are the settings of the amps. So these will not change throughout the video, just so you know. Okay, so I dialed these in. I have them, matched as far as volume goes and everything else. So I was going to do this whole dial in on camera thing, but I'm like, nah, I'm not going to waste everybody's time with that. So these are the settings that they are dialed in at. I have them sounding the best that I can get them to my taste anyways, for what it's worth. And so we're going to go ahead and shoot them out. And the high gain stuff, I will start without the overdrive pedal. And then we'll dismiss all the boost Karens, and then we'll turn on the pedal and have fun listening to them while they're boosted as well. Also, I'm using the Mesa 212 with vintage 30s, and the mics I'm using are the Royer 121 paired with the Shure SM57 so that you can get a full spectrum of sound. And when you see this here, that means I'm playing the SLO. When you see nothing, that means I'm playing the Astro. Okay, just so you know. So let's go ahead and start with the clean channels now. All right, I'd say they're pretty equal, I mean, they both sound really good. So let's turn on the Julia chorus and the Flashback 2 and see how they sound with some effects. Yeah, I think both of them have pretty much the same clean channel. So far they're the same, you know. I mean, there's probably slight differences between them, but I'd say they're close enough to just call them the same, you know. So that's actually a good thing if you're a big Soldano fan and you want to save some money and get the Astro, but you're worried about like, well, is there a big difference? Well, so far there's really not a noticeable difference between these. So now let's switch to the high gain stuff and see how they compare, starting with the overdrive pedal off, and then I will turn the pedal on and see how they compare with that. And the Astro will be in the red mode. And once again, here are the settings of both amps. Okay, they sound pretty similar, but I will say this. I like the gain structure better on the Astro. It's more together, it's tighter, it's not as flubby. It's a little, yeah, it's a little tighter than the SLO. So I'm actually preferring the Astro right now. And after reading some of the comments, I'm surprised. Some people were like, oh, the SLO is so much better. In my opinion, no, it's not. The Astro's better. It's tighter, better gain structure, and the feel is a little better too. It's a little more responsive. Let me show you. Let me just play a couple stupid riffs and go back and forth between the amps, and you can hear it for yourself. Yeah, the Astro's tighter and more together. I like the gain structure better. So far, in my opinion, the Astro is a improved version of the SLO. I really think that that's what the case is. And I'm just going over tone only. I'm not going over like features or anything. I just think it's got a little better gain structure, and I think it sounds a touch better, but it's very similar voicing wise, but the sound of it is more together and a little tighter than the SLO. So far, I think the Astro is actually winning. It's still a pretty close race, but so far, if I was in a store right now deciding between these two amplifiers, regardless of the price, just going on sound and feel only without the overdrive pedal, it would be a pretty easy choice for the Astro. I'm preferring it. So let's do a couple more riffs and then we will engage the boost. Yeah, even on the single notes, the Astro sounds and feels better. There's more clarity and definition on the notes, and it's not so flubby. And if you notice, let me post another picture of the SLO 30. I have the gain at 6. I have the bass at 3, just under 3. And let's see here. I got the depth at 6. So I'm not, making it flubby. I mean, it's just a flubbier amp. It's not flubby like a dual rec, but in comparison to the Astro, it's definitely a lot looser. But I just wanted to make sure I posted those pictures again because idiots in the comment section, oh, that's because you had the bass cranked. No, I didn't. It's at freaking 3, under 3. So don't blame me for it, man. Don't shoot the messenger. So I think we covered enough without the overdrive. So Now the boost Karens can go ahead and put on their masks and get in their Priuses and drive away. And while they're doing that, let me turn on a boost pedal. Let me use the Mud Killer for this one. And let's see how they both sound with the same boost. So it's the Mud Killer, and let's do some riffs between the two and see how they compare now. Yeah, even with the boost, I still preferred the Astro. The Astro has a grit to it that I really like. It's a little grittier, slightly different gain structure, but it feels better to play. It's more responsive. I think you got more note definition, more clarity, but you got this little extra kind of grit in there that I really like. So these are very close, especially when you're talking about voicing. But as soon as your hands get involved and you're talking about the gain structure, I would say that the Astro is definitively better. It's not night and day, but it's very noticeable. And at this juncture, again, not knowing the pricing, I would still want to go home with the Astro. I just think it sounds better. So let's do a couple more riffs with the overdrive, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. Now, with that riff, they sounded a little closer, oddly enough, but I still preferred the Astro slightly in that particular part of the shootout. Let me do one more between these two, and then I'm kind of enjoying this. Let me do one more riff between these two, and then we'll call it. Yeah, pretty close in that one too. I think with the single note stuff, they're pretty close, but there's still a little more grit in the Astro, and it's more fun to play for me. My hands like the Astro better. It's a little more responsive. So let's just go ahead and break this down. Okay, let me get the prices out here. So you have a price difference between these two that's pretty significant. So the Astro is $19.99. And the SLO 30 is $28.99, so that's pretty much $900 more. And so we'll get back to that. So regarding tone and feel, voicing and gain structure and all that stuff, it's a pretty easy choice for me to get the Astro. I want the Astro so far. I mean, I just think the gain structure is just slightly better. It's almost like Mike tweaked it a little bit. Like he did something and just was like, let's give it a little more clarity, a little more definition, a little tighter, and enhance the feel a little bit of this amplifier. I really think he did that. I don't know if he did it on purpose, but that's what he did. So I prefer this because of that. And then you want to talk about features and channels and stuff. So on the Soldano SL30, you get a clean channel that does kind of a weird crunch thing that to me is useless. It doesn't really do much for me. I'm sure there's people out there that would disagree and say, oh, I like that channel, but whatever. It's got a good clean channel, but as soon as you go into crunch mode, there's nothing I can do with it, you know, and not for my style of music. And then you got the high gain channel, okay, and that's pretty much it. You know, it's not programmable, pretty bare bones amplifier, you know, decent. I mean, I'm sure it's built well, you know, I don't have a problem with that. But as soon as you come over to the Astro, for $900 less, you're getting 3 channels, and all 3 of them are amazing. You know, you're getting a great clean channel, and then you're getting 2 channels that can be low, mid, or high gain, depending on how you program. You got the blue, purple, and red modes in each one of those channels, and they're voiced exactly the same. So you have 2 channels you can do whatever you want with. If you want that low gain crunch thing, you can get that and then still have a separate channel for your leads and have another channel for your cleans. Or you can have your clean channel, a high gain, you know, crunch channel, and then a high gain lead channel, or a clean channel, a mid-gain crunch channel, and then a high-gain lead channel. I mean, there's so much you can do, and you can program this amplifier to be all of those things very easily and then operate it via MIDI and switch all that stuff. You can't do that with the 30 watt, the SLO 30 watt. You just can't. So this thing, the Astro, is a lot more user-friendly, I think. It has a lot more options and a lot more flexible, you know, so it'll do a lot more for you for $900 less. To me, it's a no-brainer. And you get the software where you can program whatever IRs you want per channel, and you can load IRs into it. And if you want, you can just take this and put it on your recording desk and record with it, or take it on stage with you and just go direct to front of house with it and not worry about having a cab. Now, one thing I will mention, though, that no other channels mentioned so far as I've seen, is if you're going to do that, if you're going to use the IR section of this amplifier and unplug it from your cab, make sure your master volume is all the way down. Otherwise, you could blow the transformer. So that's the one thing, if I was in the boardroom when they were designing this amp, I'd be like, why don't we just put a load box in it? Instead of relying on guitar players to remember to turn the damn master volume down so they don't blow their freaking amp, you know? But hey, I wasn't there. I don't know why they made the decision the way they did, but I think they should have put a load box in this thing, and that would have definitely taken a lot of that risk out of the equation. I know Dave Friedman does that with his amps, and so does Rev, so I think that's a great way to do it. But anyways, make sure you do that. But it's not a deal breaker, but, you know, whatever. But anyways, I just think for $900 less, you get $900 more value in this amplifier. So I think these guys should swap prices, you know, I really do, because buy the Astro before they do, but I just think the Astro has way more value for you. I really do. It's crazy how Soldano is giving you, and you know, all this value in this amplifier, especially when you compare it to their other amps. You know, I mean, this Astro just has way more to offer, in my opinion. So I hope this video helped you make a decision, and I hoped it put people at ease if they were like, you know, well, the SLO is the OG. I mean, why would I want to step down from that? Honestly, it's just my opinion again. You're stepping up. You're getting way more features. You're getting more channels, more flexibility, and it sounds and feels better. And these are built in the U.S. too. Like I went on their website and double-checked that. These are built in California, just like all their other amps are. And they're built with the same high-grade components. So you're not stepping down at all. I honestly think you're stepping up. I hope this video helped you guys with your decision. And again, if you're feeling like, yeah, you know, $19.99 for a 20-watt amp, man, it's kind of expensive compared to other amplifiers. You're right, you got a point there, but I think there's a lot in this amplifier that does justify the price. It's not just, oh, it's built like a tank. No, it's built well, and it has a ton of features that I explained earlier in the video. So I think because it's a Soldano, it's going to be more because of, you know, the build quality and all that kind of stuff, made in America automatically. But compared to the other amps in their line, I think this is their best bang for the buck. So I really think that all things considered with Soldano, you're getting a real gem here for actually a really good deal, you know, when you think about it that way. Well, again, thank you so much, Motor City Guitar, for trusting me with these amps so that I can do this shootout for everybody. And I'm just so appreciative of what Motor City Guitar has done for the community, especially for my channel. Very much appreciate Marty and everybody there. So again, thank you guys very much. And if you want either one of these, you know, click on my affiliate link and get one for yourself. They are very good amps, but like I said, I suggest you get the Astro. I really think it's better. Anyways, well, thanks to everyone who watched and to all my Patreon supporters and subscribers. Thank you guys. And if you want to support my channel, you can use my affiliate links. You can join my Patreon. Or if you're a Quad Cortex, Kemper, or Tonex player, I have plenty of stuff on my website, which is also linked below, tonewars.com. Get some awesome high gain and clean presets for any one of those units for yourself. I've been selling a lot of those this year, and I really appreciate everybody who's purchased them. Thank you guys so much. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and click the bell so that you can be notified every time I either go live or come out with a new episode. I got a lot more stuff coming up for you guys, and I will see you on the next one.